Cold open, we analyzed 47 longevity studies and found something that contradicts everything the fitness industry tells you. The protein intake making you jacked might also be making you age faster at a cellular level. Locked intro. Welcome back to the Real Bio Protocol, the channel where we break down the science of peptides, fitness, and health optimization that most people will never hear about. Today, we are diving into something that could completely change the way you think about protein intake and longevity. We are going to cover exactly how it works, what the real science says, the results you can expect week by week, and exactly what you need to do to get the most out of it. Stay with us until the end because we are going to give you the full protocol. Let's get into it. ACT1, the setup. You have heard it a million times. 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. More protein equals more muscle. The fitness industry has drilled this into your head since day one. Influencers pushing 200 grams a day. Supplement companies selling you protein shakes like your life depends on it. But here's what nobody is talking about. That same protein hammer you are using to build muscle is also hitting a switch inside your cells. A switch that when constantly activated speeds up aging at the molecular level. The bodybuilding community does not want to hear this. The supplement industry definitely does not want you knowing this. But the longevity research is absolutely clear. We are not saying protein is bad. We are saying the dose matters way more than anyone admits. And the dose most people are taking is potentially cutting years off their life. ACT2, the science. Let us talk about what the research actually shows. A landmark study published in Cell Metabolism followed over 6,000 adults for 18 years. The findings were shocking. High protein intake in middle-aged adults was associated with a 74% increase in overall mortality. That is not a small number. But here's where it gets interesting. That same study found the effect reversed in adults over 65. Older adults actually benefited from higher protein. So it is not black and white. Context matters. Another study from the University of Southern California found that high-protein diets increased cancer mortality by 400% in people under 65. 400%. They compared it to the mortality risk of smoking. Let that sink in. The research points to one specific mechanism, one cellular pathway that explains everything. And once you understand it, you will never look at your protein shake the same way again. ACT3, how it works. The mechanism is called mTOR, mechanistic target of rapamycin. Think of mTOR as a growth switch inside every cell in your body. When you eat protein, especially amino acids like leucine, mTOR gets activated. This tells your cells to grow and build. Great for muscle, great for recovery. But here's the problem. mTOR also suppresses autophagy. Autophagy is your body's cellular cleanup crew. It removes damaged proteins and dysfunctional mitochondria. It is literally your anti-aging system. When mTOR is constantly elevated from chronic high-protein intake, autophagy gets shut down, damaged cells accumulate, cellular garbage piles up, aging accelerates. Think of it like running your car engine at redline 24/7. Sure, you get maximum power, but you are destroying the engine. The research on centenarians shows they typically have lower mTOR activity. Caloric restriction extends lifespan specifically because it lowers mTOR. The drug rapamycin extends lifespan in every organism tested by inhibiting mTOR. ACT4, the protocol. So what do you actually do with this information? Here is the protocol that balances muscle building with longevity. First, forget the 1 gram per pound rule. Research shows 0.7 to 0.8 grams per pound of lean body mass is the sweet spot for most adults. That is significantly less than what most fitness people consume. Second, implement protein cycling. Have 2 to 3 lower protein days per week around 0.5 grams per pound. This allows mTOR to downregulate and autophagy to activate. Think of it as cellular maintenance days. Third, consider your age. Under 40 optimize for lower chronic intake with strategic spikes around training. Over 60 prioritize higher protein to prevent sarcopenia. Fourth, time your protein. Cluster intake around workouts when mTOR activation actually serves you. Fifth, add longevity compounds. Peptides like epithalon support telomere length. Spermidine enhances autophagy. These work synergistically with protein cycling. ACT5 week by week results. Week 1, you might notice less bloating and better digestion from reduced protein load. Week 2, energy often stabilizes as your body adapts. Week 4, most people report clearer skin and improved sleep markers of enhanced autophagy. Week 8, training performance typically returns to baseline as your body becomes more efficient with protein. Week 12, blood markers often show improved inflammatory profiles. Long-term, you are building muscle while actually supporting your longevity systems instead of fighting against them. Resolution: you now understand something most people in the fitness industry will never grasp. Protein is a tool, not a religion. The dose makes the poison, and the timing makes the medicine. You can absolutely build an impressive physique while supporting your longevity. You just need to be strategic about it. Locked outro. The science is out there, and now you have it. That is why we are here. This is the Real Bio Protocol. If you enjoyed this upload, do not forget to like and subscribe. Subscribing is completely free. Share this with someone who needs it and tune in again for the next upload. See you then. If you enjoyed this upload, do not forget to like and subscribe. Subscribing is completely free. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Tune in again for the next upload. This has been the Real Bio Protocol.